So here are a few of my takeaways of identity. Basically, in my opinion, I think that identity was the biggest focus point of M100. And personal identity is basically a concept that you develop by yourself and it continues to develop over time. And there are certain things that are both in and out of your control. And like we learned, this is similar to like the iceberg example, where you have things that are visible and invisible to you, and I think activities such as the Johari window activity and the True Colors activity really helped me to figure out what I already know and what other people, especially people that are close to me, and character traits in which they viewed me. And another big part of identity is that I think that the only way we can learn about identity is through communication and exposing ourselves to new things. So, in order to learn about people, their backgrounds, we have to communicate. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the key facets of identity. And these are anything like social class, gender, age, race, ethnicity, even religion, maybe. And they basically play a really significant role in determining how we understand and experience the world. We all see the world through a different lens, and it's important that we approach situations through a lens of inclusivity. And we want to make sure everyone has similar opportunities. Um, and basically experiences defined us. And there's also some factors of culture, such as power distance and uncertainty avoidance and individualism. And these also go back to different identities and um, social norms and how people perceive other people and the world around them. Some other things that I learned were my learning style, my communication style, and some different things about life experiences, as I talked about in the previous slide. So we did an exercise based on our learning style, and it was determined that I have an active experimentation learning style, and we basically went through four different types of learning styles, which are active experimentation, concrete experience, reflective observation, and abstract conceptualization. And there's divergent, convergent, and assimilative. And after like looking at my different learning styles, I could understand why I scored so high in the active experimentation. I've really found myself to be a hands-on learner. I like learning through experiences rather than just lectures. And I think that's why I can be successful in the business world, because I like to interact with people, as well as I like to be part of a team and solve a common problem in order to achieve a goal. And my communication style, we did an activity where we there was four different communication styles. There was analytical, there was driver, there was amiable, and expressive. And I really scored expressive by the most. And um, like again, I really think this is an attribute of the type of personality I have. And some things that make an expressive communication style are that you wear emotions on your sleeve, you're enthusiastic, and when you're really not in a great mood, people that are close to you will realize this. And talkative, confident, social, and tend to make emotional decisions rather than decisions with that person's head. And this definitely applies to me. I definitely wear my emotions on my sleeve. People know how I feel, especially the people I'm close with. And I'm really trying to work on that, carrying over into college and forming relationships and doing the things that I was good at in high school, but now on a greater scale and with other people. And the last thing, like I mentioned in the previous slide, just about life experiences. What occurs in people's life can really dictate how they react to certain situations. We never know how people are going to react, and we don't know what people have gone through. And like I said, the lens of inclusivity is a big factor in this. Yeah. Next, we have my areas that I want to grow on and improve on. And this first one was definitely something that was one of my favorite things to talk about in the class, but it's also something that I think needs the most work for myself. And that would be meaningful work. And meaningful work is basically what is that person or someone's spark? What is my spark? What do I want to do? What excites me and also follows my values at the same time? That video by Michael Jr. On YouTube really spoke to me, and it's really important to find out what your why is in doing something, not in just going through the motions and doing things. And I want to continue to build upon to try and find um, what my why is and what career I might go into. And I think I can do this by seeking out and trying new things because yes, I may be comfortable with something, but it may become repetitive and boring. And I want to find a career path and things that I like to do. Because at the end of the day, I never know what I might like. And by trying something new, I'm exposing myself to all different types of new things, new people, new areas. And at the same time, when I'm experiencing new things, I'm building on my strengths, but improving my weaknesses. Obviously, I'm not as strong as things I'm less familiar in. So as I continue to do things over and over again, I will become stronger in them. And there's a balance between repetitiveness, which I talked about, and um, just uh, really liking to do something. And the last thing, I downloaded the career. This is a smaller thing, but I downloaded the Career Fair Plus app, and I can attend virtual fairs or in-person fairs. There's different dinners, resume building workshops, and I can attend these in the spring semester. And I can even start now, but as we go into break and into next semester, um, really trying to look through this app and see what things that are available to me. I know NC State offers a lot of variety and trying to help me build my resume, build my network. I created a LinkedIn profile. So these are just some things that I hope to continue to grow and improve upon as my endeavors increase in my 4 years here at State. The next thing I wanted to address was my plan moving forward in my next 4 years here at State. So I think a big thing for me in this M100 class was carving out an academic path. And I know it was really helpful when we learned about like what concentration and what classes I would need to take in order to fill the requirements. So as of right now, I want to concentrate in finance, and I know what classes. Obviously, I have my schedule next semester, and in the years after that, I now know what classes I have to take, and I now know where to look, and I can set up an appointment for with academic advising. I'm planning on doing that once a semester, starting next semester. And another big thing, part of my plan moving forward is that I think I mentioned this before, but I want to meet new people and get exposed to new things. The more connections I have, the more opportunities I will have. And these opportunities could be a summer job, an internship, but it's all about forming connections. And this is especially true in the business world. And another big thing is that I shouldn't be afraid to change something if it's not working, but at the same time, I never want to be in a position where I'm giving up on something. So, for example, if I go into finance and I decide it's not for me, um, I should ask myself these questions, such as, do I enjoy it? Am I understanding the material? I think at this point in my education, it's more about understanding and comprehending the material rather than focusing on a grade. And yeah, I think if I follow these plans moving forward, I can end up being in a job where I'm successful and happy and financially stable. And those are, I think, the three biggest things in terms of finding a job in the business world. To conclude, I just want to say that I was very pleased to take this class, and I'd like to say thank you to you, Miss McMeekin. Um, I think you did a good job teaching us about the topics. I definitely learned a lot and about the areas that I can improve in. And I look forward to building a rapport of other students and teachers and peers the next 4 years at state. And I know there's plenty of opportunities here, so I'm excited to continue to grow and improve. Thank you.